you can do in this town. You set it up and turn it around. We might have come from somewhere else, but this is where we found ourselves. Welcome to the local show. People you work with, people you know.
Welcome to our season premiere of The Local Show, guys. Thanks for joining us. I'm Erik Skarvan, your host, still as we go into our 20th season of The Local Show. And one of the honored guests who we had in the open of the show, she had her moon boots on, actually. I don't know if you noticed. She is an Olympic medalist, X Games medalist, entrepreneur, snowboarder, life coach, motivational speaker, Gretchen Bleiler. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Eric.
That's
It's
like
wonderful to be here.
It's so great to have you here.
Yeah.
And you're literally, like I said, at the open of the show, you're on the couch and you're wearing your moon boots. And that's how far back we go. Hosting you when you were
Careful. I
competing.
still have those moon boots.
Well, hey, they came, well, like a lot of stuff, they just kind of went out for a little bit, then they came back, kind of like bell bottoms and stuff, you know.
To me,
You
those
just gotta hold
things
on
are
to 'em.
always in style because they are so comfortable.
They are. Well, it's like we were talking before the show about these new like foam snowshoes. Like once you feel the cushiness, right, and the comfort, you want to keep those things and use them forever.
I hear you.
Yeah, so thanks for coming back and joining us now in our 20th season and kicking off our
20
winter.
seasons. Look at you go.
Is it crazy?
It's really incredible.
Well, you know
Thanks
what
for
it is?
inspiring all of us for 20 seasons.
Well, you know, thanks for saying that, but it really is, you know, in all honesty and sincerity, guests like yourself. I mean, Chris Klug's joining us next. Then we have Klaus Obermeyer, and you know, I mean, whether it's athletes or musicians or artists or entrepreneurs, you know, over 500 shows now, and looking back, and you've been one of those people on our A list who's always inspired us, you know, since you were competing as a snowboarder, you know, at the top levels in the world, the queen of the half pipe. We'll talk a lot about that. But I wanted to talk about kind of like, here we are embarking on another ski season here.
Yeah.
Soon to come, just weeks before Thanksgiving. We've had great early season snow. The stoke is rising, both in town and amongst, you know, visitors who are thinking of coming to Aspen, and kind of just some thoughts about, you know, maybe as a snowboarder coming into the season, and, you know, what are some thoughts going into the next ski season and snowboard season?
Yeah. You know, I have been a winter girl for a very long time, chasing winter year round for like 15 to 20 years. And so now that I'm not doing that, chasing winter, I'm kind of becoming more of a seasonal girl again. I'm easing my way in to the winter.
Okay.
I've been doing a lot of yoga. I'm participating in the fall challenge at Aspen Shakti.
Nice.
So I've been going into that studio every day. And it feels really good because, you know, it's this time of year, the days are getting shorter, they're getting darker.
Yeah.
I feel more like I'm going inward. And so
Yes.
to go into that space, it's warm in there too. It's warm and dark. And just have this practice to sort of prepare myself for the winter. And then, of course, you know, when the snow falls, it's always magical.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
It is. And I very much look forward. I've really gotten into like uphilling in the past few years. So I really look forward to doing that, to getting in shape. And of course, the Highlands Bowl is one of my favorite things. And then powder days, you know. I still love a good powder day.
Like,
I mean,
doesn't
how
it give
can
you
not?
like kind of goosebumps to think about a powder day? Like,
Of course.
it's just like so exciting.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
everyone here is so, like, everyone here loves winter and loves skiing and loves snowboarding, and on a powder day especially, like the hoots and the hollers and the high fives, and, you know, there's nothing really better than that.
You could feel it, you know, and it's so fun in the bowl. Like sometimes I'll stop, you know, in the trees and you just listen. And you can hear those people having
Isn't
fun.
that so great?
That's almost better. But it's
contagious.
It's like it just makes it so much better. I like that vibration, and that's really like the reason we're here. You know, it's like goes to our very core, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I moved here, you know, on my 21st birthday, landed in Aspen, and it was for skiing. having been a lucky kid who gets a vacation here,
Yeah.
we had our Easter break, drove the station wagon across from Wisconsin,
How
don't
cool.
you know?
Don't you know?
Oh, and you betcha. I was just up there a month ago. Going to fishing for some walleyes and seeing the fall color.
Amazing.
But all those feelings, like there's some nostalgia too, and you flash back on, past powder days and these Highland Bowl experiences. And so when you're uphilling, are you split boarding or what's your favorite way to go up?
Split boarding, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So still a true snowboarder.
Of course.
In your heart.
Yes.
What does it mean? We're going to go to break in just a minute. I'm going to take our first break. What does it mean to you, like the sport of snowboarding? It was just such a huge part. It just took over your life, and it was your love and passion, and again, competing at the highest levels. What is it like? What place does it have for you still, like in your life and kind of in your heart?
Yeah, that's such a good question. My original dream was always to become an Olympian, but it's when I first started snowboarding that I realized this is how I want to become an Olympian. And it's because snowboarding represented creativity and style and community and camaraderie and innovation, and it kind of bucked the status quo, and I like that. It was a bit rebellious.
Yes.
So snowboarding to me is all of that. It's the actual how of how I like to express myself.
Right.
The Olympics was the what, but snowboarding was like how.
Right. It's kind of your brush to put the paint to the palette. How are you going to paint your life? How are you going to do it?
What are
and
the colors? What are the colors I'm going to use?
That's the tool. That was the tool. That was the paintbrush, and that was so you just like found it. That was like, this is my niche. Yeah. This is my thing. Yeah. This is my way I can get to the Olympics.
Well,
I can express myself.
In the beginning, it was definitely not the way, because it was not allowed in the Olympics. It was not allowed on Aspen Mountain.
Okay.
And most resorts didn't even accept it. And it was, snowboarders were considered bums and
knuckle draggers.
But that's exactly why I loved it. So it was when these two things came together in 1998. Snowboarding was inducted into the Winter Olympics for the first time. And that's when I knew I want to do this.
That is so cool. So it all came together.
Yeah.
Well, we got to talk about another induction right after our break. There's a little tease there for you. We're going to take our first break of the season, guys, with Gretchen Bleiler in the house, the queen of the half pipe, and so much more. She's going to do some coaching for us today, too, guys. Coach Gretchen. I want to thank Aspen Square, Haiti Children, Klug Properties, Picken County Solid Waste Center, Red Brick Center for the Arts, White River Overland, and Sundog Athletics, our winter underwriters or sponsors. We're going to go to our only break of the show, guys. It's just a few minutes. Then we'll be back with Coach Gretchen with tips for happiness, maybe snowboarding, maybe cookies. I don't know. You guys have to stay tuned. Don't go away.
Donate, shop, and save. The Mother Lode Mercantile, now open at the Picken County Landfill.
I'm so passionate about this community. I absolutely love living here and raising my family here. It gives me a lot of pride to share this with my friends and my clients and help them achieve their dreams of owning an Aspen snowmass and enjoying this incredible lifestyle.
White River Overland in Aspen specializes in camper van upfitting, catering to mountain dwellers and outdoor enthusiasts. WRO's builds are purpose-driven to facilitate and enhance skiing, cycling, camping, climbing, and river adventures. More information at whiteriveroverland.com. Providing exceptional service for over 50 years, Aspen Square features studio and larger condominiums for nightly rental with an ideal downtown Aspen location. They offer fully equipped kitchens, wood-burning fireplaces, and private balconies with full hotel-style services and gracious hospitality. Aspen Square is proud to support the local show. The Red Brick Center for the Arts is Aspen's hub for creative activity, offering youth and adult art classes, community rooms for rent, artist studios, nonprofit offices, lectures, events, and rotating exhibitions with artwork for sale. Come by to connect and be inspired. Learn more at redbrickaspen.com. Sundog Athletics, Aspen's adventure sports school and snowshoeing specialist since 1996, is your opportunity to experience private, all-inclusive snowshoeing, cross-country skiing, and fat biking instructional adventures that will immediately improve your safety, performance, and enjoyment. Like Sundog Athletics on Facebook for fresh updates or explore sundogathletics.com.
Welcome to the local show. People you work with, people you know.
Hey guys, we're back here on the local show, our season premiere with Coach Gretchen Bleiler in the house. And Gretchen, you were recently honored, a little bit of delay because of COVID.
Yes.
But the Colorado Snow Sports Hall of Fame inducted you.
Yes.
And can you tell us a little bit about that experience? And we've got some images to kind of share with the viewers as well.
Yeah, it was such an honor. It really was such an honor. The Colorado Snow Sports Museum it's in Vail. I know we don't like to talk about. Do we like to talk about Vail on this show?
Just only say it
Probably
once.
not.
You can say it in an undetermined location in Colorado, just off I-70 with a highway running through it. Maybe give a couple hints where it is.
You just did a great job.
Okay.
But so they've done such a great job of honoring the pioneers of the snow sport industry.
Yeah.
And I am not much of a history buff myself, but when I went to this event, I was blown away by the history that Colorado has around snow sports. It's incredible.
Incredible.
And so then to be honored along with these other pioneers and innovators and trailblazers, it was so, so special. And I had friends and family come, and it really ended up being this beautiful event.
So it was, and then was that held end of the summer or early fall, or what was the timing on that?
This summer.
This summer. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's incredible. And I saw we've got some fun pictures. Chris Klug was there as well.
Well, Klug
was he also inducted?
He's been inducted.
Okay.
So yes, he was there in support, which was very, very kind and thoughtful and generous, and his whole family came.
Oh man.
Gorsuch was there. He was also inducted. Actually, the year I was officially inducted, 2019, we were in the same class.
Okay.
So that's another special part of the event is the former inductees come every year to support the newcomers.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That just must be like surreal.
Yeah.
And you're meeting all these people, and
Yeah.
it's like unbelievable.
Yeah.
So you must have just been like, how does it make like your heart? I mean, it must have just been heartwarming and on kind
It's
of a
funny, with these type of events, I don't know how other people experience them, but for me, what came up was a little bit of like embarrassment. Like I don't want to be honored, and I
no
feel
kidding.
like this and that, and no one's gonna come, and like I'm human. All those things
right,
came up,
right,
and we went anyway, and a large group of people came, which made it so fun, and I'm so grateful for them. But when they called my name to come to the stage, everyone stood up, and literally, like, tears were coming to my eyes. It was one of those moments. I had one of those moments.
Wow.
So, and it just helped me look back and reflect on my career and, all of the things I was able to accomplish, but more importantly, all of the lessons that I learned on the mountain and through working towards achieving those goals that helped me be the person that I am today. So that was sort of the fullness that came up when I had that experience going to the stage.
Well, let's take that a step further, because you learn these lessons from competing for so many years. You know, high-level athlete, you have the discipline, work ethic, you know, overcoming challenges, overcoming injuries, you know, on and on. And that platform, how is that transferred to your life and life coaching?
Yeah.
All those lessons from competing.
Yeah, I think when I was doing what I was doing on my snowboard, not always, but I learned to connect to a deeper purpose behind what I was doing. And for me, the deeper purpose was have the courage to live my dreams and then share and inspire that with others so they can go out and do the same in their own lives, whatever that looks like.
Awesome.
And so that deeper purpose was always like the foundation when I got caught up in, I want to win this contest, or I'm not ready, or when I got caught up in all of my limiting beliefs that I have, that we all have.
Sure.
I learned how to catch myself when I was working in fear and those limiting beliefs, and I learned how to take a step back and shift back into the present moment, shift back into gratitude, shift back into like joy, and just being in the excitement of being a professional snowboarder and doing what I loved, and shifting back into that purpose. And that's a lot of the work that I'm doing now with teaching meditation and doing life coaching. All of us are walking around with limiting beliefs, whether we know it or not. And so to start to become aware of like, what are those stories that we tell ourselves that are holding us back, that are keeping us small, that are preventing us from living our greatest dreams in life? And how do we become more aware so that then we can also learn how to shift back into the truth, into what we've been working towards, into the things that matter most, into the present moment, into believing that we're enough and going for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's so much fear in there, you know, just getting, you know, we were talking off camera, getting off the fence. Like, we all have these goals and these dreams, and but there's fear, that like real fear that we feel holding us back and holding us back. And what are some of the ways, like methods, that or techniques that people can kind of use to break through the fear? I like how you step back and like take a perspective of life and being in the moment.
Yeah.
Maybe building on that. But what are some of those ways that people can kind of overcome or work with the fear, you know, to their benefit?
One is awareness, because if you're not aware, then you can't do anything about it.
Right.
So one is start to become aware of what these fears are. What are these limiting beliefs? What are these things that are running through our mind that are holding us back? That's step one, awareness. Then once you're aware, now you have a choice.
Right.
Are you going to give into it? Are you going to succumb to this? Or are you going to choose to really step into your full potential? Are you going to take the leap of faith? Because when you do it, it feels like a leap of faith.
Right.
Because there's all these reasons why I shouldn't do it. I have to hold on. I really need this. I really need to do that. But you can sacrifice all of that, and you can step into the truth of what you are right here and right now. And that is a huge transformational shift. And I experienced it. I literally experienced it. I have a story that I like to tell. The first time I won the X Games, I experienced this. And not only was I able to make this shift from fear back into joy and purpose, but it became a blueprint for how I was able to go on with the rest of my career and make 2 Olympics and win an Olympic silver medal and 4 X Games golds and have the career that I was able to have. It's not because I was some extraordinary talent that was better than everybody. No, I had the mental awareness to know when I was working in my small self and how to stand back into the greater part that was me and all of my potential. And all of us have that opportunity in life, whatever we're doing.
Right. So how do you unlock kind of your potential? You had a mechanism, and it was a mental thing. was like a mental exercise that you would go through a process.
Emotional. I think emotions are signposts
Right.
for the mental stories and beliefs. Yeah.
So now you studied spiritual psychology at University of Santa Monica,
Correct.
and you teach and practice meditation. Not to be confused with medication.
I know, you almost said
meditation.
Same thing.
Very different, life coaching. And, you know, I think, what are some things, I guess, some just general, I like gratitude. You know, what are some general things you could share? I mean, you know, and then maybe get into some specifics on how people could work with you, you know, on more specific issues they have. But what are some more general things, like some of these things like stepping back and being grateful, for me is huge.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit more about the gratitude and
Absolutely.
feeling that and how that benefits people?
Yeah. So this story of the X Games, I was standing at the top of the half pipe. I was the gold medal favorite. And I had just taken my first qualifying run and I had fallen.
Oh, geez.
And so I was like, not only am I going to not make it to finals, I'm not even going to have the chance to become the gold medal girl. You know, there's always next year. I still have a family that loves me, all of the things.
Jeez.
All of the things. And part of what I did in making the shift was taking the step back. I found a space up at the top of the half pipe all to myself. I started breathing. When you start breathing, you can bring sort of a relaxation back into your body. And then you can start to look around and see, where am I? Let me actually see where I am. Let's like get out of tunnel vision and open up the field of vision to where am I? And not just where am I, but how far have I come? Who are the people who helped me helped to get me here? Think about this little girl who always wanted to be at the X Games, and now I'm actually here. So the gratitude for getting to where I had gotten.
The journey.
Yeah, so really taking inventory of where am I? Who helped me get here? Who am I today? And be really grateful for all of those things. And that is a natural mechanism to get us back into the present moment.
I love that. I love that. It's not only where am I physically right now in being in the moment, but where am I coming from?
Yes.
Like where am I in my life?
Yeah.
And then all of those blessings. And then you well up with these feelings of positivity and energy.
And gratitude.
And gratitude.
And joy.
And then it kind of like shifts from fear to this, which could be negative, I guess, but into a positive feeling. And then also relaxing, like you said, relaxing too.
Some would say that state is the truth of who we are.
Right.
Fear is not the truth of who we are.
Right.
That's what we have to sacrifice in order to stand in the truth of who we are, which is naturally joyful, grateful, present, having all of the tools necessary to face the circumstances right here and right now.
What about fundamentally the feeling of positive draws more positive, right? We're magnets, right? Negative draws negative, positive draws positive. That's part of it too, right? When you shift to gratitude, you shift to like a positive vibration.
And
right?
There's also, to just add on to that, outer experience is a reflection of inner reality, or inner reality is a reflection of outer experience. So when I was able to change my inner state up at the top of that half pipe at the X Games, my whole environment changed outside. Literally, people started throwing my poster over the sponsor banners to show me, like, you've just shifted your inner reality.
Wow.
And then I went on to win the event. And it's because of the inner shift that I created.
Right, right. Oh my God. So what if, and as we're just getting down to our last minutes here, Gretchen, like if someone wanted to work with you as their life coach beyond the local show, what's the best way to contact you?
Right now, I've got a website, GretchenBleiler.co, and I'm also teaching meditation at Aspen Shakti. starting December 12th.
Nice.
And I'm also offering coaching through Aspen Shakti as well as my own personal practice.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. I love Shakti.
Yeah.
That's so neat. That's so cool. So did you have fun on the show today? I baked you cookies.
I always have fun on this show, Erik. I love what we get to talk about.
I had so much fun hosting you, especially for our season premiere.
I know. Thanks for
It's such
having
an
me
honor.
as the premiere.
Yeah, girl. So this is just black ink I got from my printer this morning, trying to replace my printer cartridge.
It's okay.
So, anyway, I baked you cookies last night when my hands were a little cleaner. And I hope you enjoy those. Erik's Organics. Luna expresses her thanks
so
too.
much.
Luna Girl, our co-host.
Thanks for being here, Luna.
And above all, thank you, Gretchen. Thank you guys for watching our season premiere of The Local Show.
Donate, shop, and save. The Mother Lode Mercantile, now open at the Picken County landfill.
I'm so passionate about this community. I absolutely love living here and raising my family here. It gives me a lot of pride to share this with my friends and my clients and help them achieve their dreams of owning an Aspen snowmass and enjoying this incredible lifestyle.
White River Overland in Aspen specializes in camper van upfitting, catering to mountain dwellers and outdoor enthusiasts. WRO's builds are purpose-driven to facilitate and enhance skiing, cycling, camping, climbing, and river adventures. More information at whiteriveroverland.com. Sundog Athletics, Aspen's adventure sports school and snowshoeing specialist since 1996, is your opportunity to experience private, all-inclusive snowshoeing, cross-country skiing, and fat biking instructional adventures that will immediately improve your safety, performance, and enjoyment. Like Sundog Athletics on Facebook for fresh updates, or explore sundogathletics.com.
Welcome to